This will help you resolve issues easily in your marriage relationship, right? Understand that your spouse is not perfect. Your spouse is human, so he or she can make mistakes. It can do things incorrectly sometimes. Now, when you have this understanding, it's going to help you tolerate. It's going to help you tolerate and understand with your spouse, understand your spouse weaknesses, right? And it will help you overcome his or her offenses as well. It will help you to stop finding fault, help you stop finding fault in your spouse, stop seeing his errors always, and it will help you to forgive easily. It will help you to forgive easily. Okay, when your spouse offend you, this will help you forgive him easily. Now again, it will help you accept and be content with your spouse. Okay, sometimes uh, partners compare themselves with other partners and all of that, but you forget that those people are different from you. Those people are different from you and your spouse. Their marriage is different from yours. They have a different background. They have everything different from yours. So do not compare yourself. Though it's good to see something nice in other people and want to strive to get it as well, right? And get it for yourself. You can see something good in another person's relationship and like, oh, okay, you're like, I want to get this. I like to add this to my, relationship to make it sweeter and better and all of that, right? But when you understand that your spouse is not perfect, your spouse is human, just as you are, right? It's going to help you a lot because sometimes it seems partners want to see perfection in their spouses, and it's not possible. The only perfect being is God Himself, it's Christ Himself, okay? Every human that has ever lived and still living has one error, in one way or the other. You might be better than your spouse in some ways. Your spouse could be better in some ways, right? So, what you do is understand your weaknesses and fight it together. Okay? It'll help you scale through it. It's just together. So, do not expect your spouse not to make mistakes. Do not expect your spouse not to do wrong. Do not expect your spouse to react perfectly all the time. Do not expect your spouse to do everything, just in a very perfect way. No, your spouse is human, just as you are human. Have this understanding. It will help you a lot. It will help you to, you know, just overlook it. It will help you to tolerate it. It will help you to forgive easily because some spouse keep and retain offenses for such a long time. And that's not going to help your relationship, right? This is why the Bible says in First Corinthians chapter 13, that is the chapter of love in the Bible. It says love does not retain the record of wrongs. It doesn't retain error. What you did to me 2 years ago, what you did to me 10 years ago, what you did to me 15 years ago, or last week, or yesterday, and you keep it to the next day. Remember, the Bible says, be angry and sin not, right? Be angry, but do not let the sun go down, in your anger. So it means do not keep it, do not retain it. No, do not retain it, darling. Fight and try to let it go because if you keep retaining and retaining and retaining, a time is going to come where you explode. Everything just pops out. And guess what? There's nothing done in anger that produces righteousness. Whatever you do in anger can never produce righteousness. That's just the truth, okay? So please Do try to understand with your spouse, and your marriage is gonna get sweeter. I'm Florence, and I'll come your way again. Thank you.